Prologue. Someone pounded on the front door. Half asleep on the couch, Brittany White jerked her nodding head up. She'd been lying with her legs stretched across the other seats. Her arm propped her up, and the living room television streamed some Netflix movie she paid no attention to. Background noise. Mike had called earlier and told her he would be working another late night. He always volunteered for overtime. After the initial jolt awake, she sat quietly, questioning if she actually heard a knock or if she dreamed it. Brittany's eyes became heavy as she listened. She caught her head nodding and the snap of her neck woke her back up. Just as she dozed off again, convinced the noise was a dream, the door rattled from another thunderous hit. The deep tone reverberated through the small house. Not expecting company at this late hour, she assumed it could only be Mike at the front door. Finally, he's home. She walked to the door. "Get off early? Lose your key?" she said to the door, still half asleep, rubbing her contacts into place. She unlocked the deadbolt, turning the thumb latch. The click shot her out of the autopilot's routine of unlocking the door, and she grew more awake. It was strange that Mike hadn't called on his way home. She glanced at the clock with her fingers hesitating on the doorknob latch. A prickle ran up her spine, but she told herself she was being silly. Mike was always telling her to be careful late at night, but she was so relieved he came home earlier than expected that she unlocked the doorknob. As she did, she realized Mike never responded from outside the door. Before she could twist the small golden latch on the doorknob back into its locked position, the doorknob turned, disengaging the latch bolt from the door. Brittany pressed her shoulder against the door, bracing it. "Mike, is that you?" she hollered as the pressure on her shoulder increased. "Michael White, if that is you, you better answer me." An immediate force on the door threw her back onto the floor, and a figure rushed in. She tried to scream, but a hand, tipped with razor-sharp nails, grabbed her around the throat, catching the scream before it could escape. It tossed her into the middle of the living room. She felt an instant of weightlessness before her back collided with the floor on the other side of the couch. The thing pounced on top of her, ripping at her flesh with its long fingernails, burying them into her side and chest. Arms flailing, Brittany fought back. She dragged her fingernails across the face and neck of her attacker, but they left no marks. She stared into its burning red eyes, captured by them. She felt searing pain as her blood spilled from her body. Her eyes grew heavy, but this time not from sleep. Darkness began to swallow her. As her vision blurred, she felt lips against her neck, followed by a sharp sting. The darkness grew. Somewhere, deep in the abyss, she heard Michael's voice call out to her. She tried to call for him, ask him why this happened, but nothing came out. Blood coated her throat and flooded her lungs. Chapter 1. My name is Michael White, and unlike most people, I know exactly the day I died and why. I wish I could say I died of old age in my sleep or of a heart attack from eating too much fast food. That would have been simple. I even wish I could say my passing served some noble purpose. I'd served in the Special Forces and seen a few of my friends die honorably for our country. The best I could say is I went out fighting. Fighting for my late wife and my new friends. Welcome to my death. It started at a funeral, but not my funeral. Not yet.